Welcome to this Friday flow. My name is Roseanne, and I'll be guiding your class today. We will focus on the feet and balance. Half moon will be a feature of class, so if you'd like to have a block handy, please feel free. And join me on your back. Mat outstretched, just like mine is here. Find your spine. Lengthen the back of the neck. And inhale to splay fingers and toes. Exhale, squeeze those hands into fist. Curl the toes. Inhale, splay. And exhale, squeeze. Continue here to unite breath and movement. Inhale, splay. Exhale, squeeze. More time, splay fingers and toes. Inhale. Then roll the wrists and ankles. Reverse directions. And then pause and take those arms overhead, long body stretch. Maybe interlace the fingers and press the palms away as you point the toes. Bring on a yawn, let it become real. Flex the feet. Circle those arms around. Hands can press together at heart center. I hope we can enjoy this practice together. Namaste. Clasp the backs of the thighs, hug the knees in. Rock across the back of the pelvis. A little massage for low back. And then make circles in one direction. Continue to breathe. Reverse. And then pause and set that left foot on the earth. Hug the right knee in tighter. Feel the compression on the belly. And then inhale to extend that right leg. And rebend. Extend and rebend. Perhaps the foot is flexed here. Two more times. Last one, lengthen that leg and extend those arms directly from the shoulder in a T. Lower the leg to hover nice and long. Point those toes and hug that knee in. Lengthen to the sky, flex through the ankle, leg extends, toes point, draw the knee in toward you. Continue with this bicycle motion here. You could stay just as you are. If you'd like more into the core right away, you could also stay in an upper ab curl. So this is more from Pilates, but it's to warm up our bodies here, warm up the hip, the foot. One more in this direction. And then hug that knee in, flex the ankle, press the foot away, point the toes, lift the leg up. Bend the knee in, flex the foot, press away, draw the leg up. So here there's this push on a diagonal with or without the upper ab curl. Arms are heavy if they're down. Trying to stay stable through that other thigh and leg. Let's do two more. Last one. Leg extends and bend it in toward the chest. The hands can clasp back of thigh as you lengthen out that opposite leg as much as you're able to. Make sure the low back feels nice here and line up that thigh with the hip and start to sway the leg side to side, across and open. Cross one more time. Then open out to the side and extend the leg and bend. You can use that right hand to help you. Extend and bend. So one more time. Reach, rebend, sway, go across midline to the left and to the right. So a few more times. One more time, come across the body toward the left. Left hand can even support here as you lengthen and bend the right leg. Lengthen, bend. One more time, lengthen that leg. Inhale, rebend, roll onto that left side. Extend that right leg behind you. Arms reach overhead. Long stretch here. The toes can touch the earth, those top toes. Maybe you shift that back leg forward and back. I don't really have the space, but you can just shift a little bit to find the stretch. And then return to the spine in a nice big X here. And just bring the arms in and out. Feeling yourself slide along the earth. One more time, slide out. And then draw those legs in, but nice and wide. Plant the feet. Sway those hips a few times. Then return to center in this wide position. Arms can come to your sides here. Press the palms down. Peel the spine off the earth and lift up into a wide bridge here. Inhale at the top. And exhale, heavy the ribs and lower. Inhale to rise. Trying to feel spine stability through the legs. And lower. One more time, rise. And those arms can reach up overhead. Then lower the spine down. At the very end, circle the arms. Peel the spine, lift the arms, reach overhead. Inhale. Exhale, lower the spine, circle the arms. So a few more like this as we continue our warm up. Mobility focused. One more time, lift and lower right back down. Hug those knees in toward the chest. And then make circles, but wide to the sides of the room with the knees. And then draw them in. Continue with these circles. Preparing the body for what's to come. Reverse. Last time, hug both knees in toward chest. Let the low back round. And that right foot will plant this time. Squeeze left thigh in toward you. Take a deep inhale. A long exhale. Next inhale, lengthen right leg and bend. Lengthen and bend. So we inhale to lengthen, exhale to bend. If that feels good for you. Flow is all about uniting breath and movement. One more time, reach that leg up, inhale. Arms come out into that T, palms up or down, whatever you'd like. Flex through the ankle, extend that leg out, point the toe, draw the knee in. Bicycle here, lengthen to sky, flex the foot. Leg goes long toward the earth, draw it back in. Play with the foot. Press through other foot, stabilize as best you're able. Could always be in that upper ab curl. Last time. The leg sweeps up, then rebend, flex the foot, push away, reach towards sky. A few more. Hips will be well prepared today. Last one, lengthen that leg, then draw it in toward you and slide right leg long. That left leg lines up with the hip. Again, arms out into a T and a little sway of that left leg. Really the pelvis here, we're massaging cross back of pelvis. Focus perhaps on the open. We're going to want that open for half moon, the stack of the hips later. So open that leg to the side, the left leg, hang on to it if you'd like, reach long and rebend. So extend and bend. Extend, reach, 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 rebend, let that leg go across midline and return open, across, return open. One more time, leg comes across, support it with the right hand if you'd like, and the leg goes long and rebends. One more time, lengthen. You might feel into the outside of the leg, the IT band here. Rebend, roll onto that right side. And then the arms will extend overhead as that left leg goes back behind you. Space in the low waist here. Shift top leg forward and back if you'd like. So that changes your experience. And then return to the spine once more. And just that little kind of snow angel here, that little open and close arms and legs. More time, open. And then hands come to your sides, slide those feet in, peel, spine lift, arms can reach overhead. And roll through the spine as the arms circle round. Peel the spine, arms circle or reach. And lower back down. It's two more like this. Last one, lift, flex through the toes here. Arms come to your sides, but hips stay high. Press hands into the earth and start to tap, alternate one foot then the other. Feel through the fronts of the shins, the hamstrings, glutes, and then roll onto the toes and lower the spine, lower the feet, then slide the legs in, give them a hug, rock. Now you could roll into your side and meet in a seated position. Or if your spine is nice and healthy, might roll or start to rock up and down the spine, curl in on yourself here, start to rock until you get to the top. Hands to outsides of shins as you lengthen through the spine and then round. Lengthen and round. You like this, arms could also be extended. More time, lift. You could stay like this, or the legs could lift off into boat. Arms reach overhead. Pretend to clasp an oar here. Inhale. And then exhale, rotate toward the left. Rowing here. And the right. And the left. Feet could also be on the earth. One more each side. Last one. Sit up tall, lengthen those legs out, pour your body forward. Hands press into shins, halfway lift, inhale. And exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. And fold, point the toes. Then roll up through the spine, hands come in behind the body, feet will plant. Lift through the heart and lift that bottom off the earth. Press through hands and walk yourself to the front edge of your mat. Lengthen the legs, hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bend those knees richly. Prepare for chair pose, hands to heart center. Press yourself up all the way to stand. Arms can reach overhead. Circle those arms round. Return the hands to heart and step back. Short stance, warrior one with the right leg. You could keep the hands at heart center or reach the arms up. Backs of palms are together here. Backs of palms. Arms come out in front of you. Roll through the wrists, open across the heart. Arms reach up, backs of palms together. And arms in front, roll through wrists and open. So continue with this here. I don't quite have the room, so you might see me moving a little bit funny. One more time. And then arms reach up, palms together this time. Kali Mudra. So that's interlace all fingers except index and the thumb. If you identify as female, right thumb over top. If you identify as male, the left thumb over top. Reach those arms up. Bend through the lead knee. Now begin to come onto the back toes and then press that heel down. So this little calf raise through the back foot. Integrate the ribs. Let's do two more. Last one, come on to toes and see if you can tip your shape. Lift the back foot off and then set it back down. Lift the back foot off and return. A little exploration here to prepare for warrior three. You might stay with this. You might also like to release the arms here. So when we tip, the arms come to our sides, reach toward the toes, and then return the arms reach high. And you might point that foot each time you lift the leg. Two more. Last one will stay in the warrior three and flex and point those right toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now that left hand will come to the earth or a block. Stack the hips open toward the right hand side, and that right arm will reach. Maybe you flex through that right foot now. One more inhale and exhale to bend that left knee, set that right foot down, reach the left arm up. And then hands come to the inseam of the lead leg as you pivot on the back toes. Nice long lunge here. And then again, rock. So we get some action through ankle. Pause here. Rotate toward that left lead leg. And then hand returns to the earth as you turn both sets of toes toward the long edge of your mat and sweep side to side here. You're in a wide V. Hands, next time they come to the right, frame that new right foot, lead foot. Lower the back left knee. Arms will reach up into a low lunge. And hands can return to the earth. Lift that back knee off. Find your plank. Maybe you lower the knees for this first time. Come all the way to the earth. Press into forearms, into Sphinx. Inhale. Stick at the tongue. Lower all the way back down. Hands slide toward you. A strong position to press up. Tuck the toes, hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Pedal the feet. Walk to the new front edge of your mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale to fold. Bend those knees, sink into chair. and press through strong feet to stand. Arms circle, hands to heart center. Adjust your stance here so that you have your left foot back for warrior one. Make sure you're not on a balance beam here, that your legs are wide enough that you feel strong and steady. Arms can reach up, backs of palms come together. Those arms come in front of the body, then roll through wrists and open across chest. And again, arms sweep up, backs of palms together, hands in front, roll through wrists and reach. Let's do one more. Nice roll open across the heart. Inhale. Arms come up, palms together this time. Again, interlace all fingers except index and thumb. Right thumb crosses if identifies female, left if male. Or choose what feels right for you. Find your footing here and then come onto the back toes and then lower the heel. These little heel lips. So you can keep the arms by sides of ears and always bring them at heart center if this is too much. The shoulders have tired. Focus on that foot. Let's do two more. Last one onto the toes, and maybe you lift off a little and replant that foot. Lift off a little and replant. So continue here. It's going to be challenging with the arms by the sides of the ears. There's my balance on this side. Every day is a different. Let's do two more. The last one, arms reach this time, and then by sides of ears, just a little different variation. Arms reach, then by sides of ears. So two more this way. Last one, stay in your warrior three. Perhaps you're able to lift that back leg to parallel and point and flex the ankle. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Perhaps flex the ankle. That right hand will come down, stack hips toward the left side wall as best you're able. Reach, reach, reach across the arms. Another inhale here. And exhale, bend that right knee so that you can set that left foot down. Reach right arm to the sky. And then hands will return to the earth, to the inside of lead leg. Find the lunge and rock on back foot. Rotate toward that right lead leg. Lift and reach the right arm. And it returns to the earth. Toes turn toward long edge of mat and slide left and right. Next time you slide left, stay, lower that right knee. Left leg leads as you reach the arms high. Then return the hands to the earth, pop back knee off of the ground. Step back, find your plank of choice, knees up or down. Lower down to hover, or you could be belly on floor. Lift up through the heart, or perhaps you're on forearms. Exhale, hips up and back. Pedal the feet. That left leg will come high into the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hips, open again to that left side. Balance that weight through the shoulders. And then that knee will again face the earth. Draw the leg through. Find your lunge. Little rock here. And then find your strength. Drive through that back heel. You could also have the knee down or drive through back heel. Arms will reach up by sides of ears. Body is angled. Interlace all fingers except index and thumb. Here's that Kali Mudra again. And then blade the back foot. Open up toward the right side wall for your warrior two. And lengthen that left leg. Left arm down, right arm up, triangle. Squeeze through inseams of legs. Rebend that left knee so that you can pop the back toes off the earth. Find your half moon again, stacked open toward the right. And both hands return to the earth. Pelvis faces the ground here, warrior three. Rebend that left knee so you can set that back foot on the ground. Rotate toward the left. And hands come to the inseam, sweep over right away toward that right hand side, lower back knee, arms reach up. Hands return to the earth. We step back into plank. Find your chaturanga and your version of the up dog and down dog. Right leg rises, bend the knees, stack the hips open toward the right. Knee faces the earth. Draw the leg through into your nice long lunge. Knee down or up here. If it's up, little rock. And then press through that back heel, long back leg. And then the body will lift on a diagonal. Interlace fingers again. Kali Mudra. Find your strength. And then warrior two. Open to the left side wall. Lengthen the lead leg, the right leg, right arm down, left arm up. So finding length through sides of waist. Rebend the lead leg, lift the back toes. That right hand could come to the earth and or block as you stack hips open to left. Then turn or pivot so that the pelvis faces the earth in a warrior three. And rebend that left knee so that left foot can grace the earth. Rotate toward the right again. Hands to the inseam of the lead leg. Toes toward long edge as you sweep toward the left. Lower back right knee. Arms reach again, low lunge. And this time we'll step forward to the front of our mat. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, fold and roll all the way up through the spine. Inhale as you get to the top. And the hands come to the heart. Exhale. Arms sweep up. Forward fold. Hands to shins, halfway lift, inhale. Fold again. Step back into your plank. Again, final chaturanga here. Come forward a little bit with the body strong through those arms. Lower it down, part way. Chest broadens as you press through the arms. And hips up and back, down, dog. That right leg will come high and draw it through. Blade the shin here. Find perhaps, if it's available to you, your pigeon. If not, you can roll onto that right hip like so and adjust the legs and lean forward to find your right glute, perhaps IT band. You could stay high in either variation or more of a lean forward or even a flossing here, out and in. And stay lowered part way or all the way down. Another inhale here. Full exhale. Widen the inhale even more. Then exhale to start to rise. Tuck those back left toes, find a plank, and just lift the hips up and come forward. Lift the hips up, come forward, lower all the way onto the belly. Before we go to the other side here, we'll tent the fingers and roll up through the spine. Press the base of the pelvis down as you do this. Nice little floss here. One more time. Lower down. Take that right hand toward that same ankle clasp it if you can, or pant leg, or a strap wrapped around that ankle. Staying on this right side, stretching through the front of the leg. Here you could inhale to come up, lift through the chest and through the leg, and lower. You're kind of arcing the spine here, pressing hand into shin presses back to help you lift. And find this half bow. We'll stay now. Another inhale and exhale to lower right back down. Hands come toward the upper ribs as you press yourself back into a child's pose. Hands sweep over toward the left hand side. That right hand might stack over the left one. Return to center. We will get to the rest of it later. Tuck the toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Little pedal of the feet. And then that left leg will come high. Bend the knee, stack the hips open. Again, level out weight through hands. Knee faces the earth once more. Draw that leg through. Drape the shin. Find pigeon on this side or roll onto left hip. Adjust legs to find your deer. Make sure the front knee, well, both knees are happy. You might floss again, come forward, and then round through the spine as you lift. Last time, come down to your edge, wherever that is for you today. More breaths. You breathe right in the pelvis. Inhale. Full exhale. Inhale wide. And as you exhale next, press out of the hands. If you were lowered part way, start to rise. Tuck those back toes. Find a plank. Lift those hips. Come forward. Lift. Come forward. One more time, lift and see if you can press into the heels. Press them toward the earth. Doesn't mean they're going to get there. And then really come onto the toes and lower all the way down. And that right hand will come underneath the forehead. Clasp the ankle with the left hand. Press the pelvis down. Find your half bow. Inhale to arc through spine. Exhale to lower part way. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, slight lower. Two more. And you press that shin back into the hand. Lift, stay for 2 breaths. Press evenly through the pelvis. Inhale. And exhale to lower right back down. Hands will reach toward the toes. Maybe you just lift your upper body. Maybe you also lift lower body, locust. Hands lower down, press through them so you can find your child's pose. I need to widen the knees. Hands sweep to the right this time. Stack left hand on top if it's available. Feel that stretch through the ribs. Return to center. Roll up through the spine. You'll sit on the shins here. Hands can walk back so you can lift through the hips. Open across clavicles. Use the traps to cradle the head. And then lower back down. If you'd like, if it's safer for your body, you can lift the knees, getting into stretching the tops of the feet. Lower the shins back down. Lift through the heart, to the pelvis. Lower back down, knees lift. Lower shins, lift through pelvis. And then one more time. Lengthen the fronts of the legs, the fronts of the feet. Then set those shins down, hands come in front, tuck the toes, and maybe you can sink your hips to your heels and sit up tall. First, making sure that none of the toes are scrunched or kind of stuck. Toe squat. You can roll through the neck while you're here. If you're sitting upright, you might have to have the hands on the earth. That's okay. Or blanket between heels and bottom. One more time, sway the head side to side. Bring it back through center. Neutral with your gaze. Hands come in front. Release the toes. Maybe a little tap, tap, tap. And press through the hands. Tuck toes, hips up and back, downward facing dog. And then one more time, roll forward. Just to come all the way onto belly. One little sphinx here. Maybe stick with the tongue. Lower down, roll onto your back. Hug knees to chest. The left leg can go long or the foot can plant. Hug that right knee in. Then help it cross to the left-hand side. Might need to shift the hips a bit to the right. Right arm can reach. So here's kind of our neutral variation where we can bend the bottom leg, reach for the foot. We're kind of cattail here. Few more breaths to stay in this rotation, to release. Wring everything out. Release the bind you may have had on the bottom leg. Return to the spine. That right foot can plant. Then take the back of that right thigh in toward you, lengthen the leg, and stretch the hamstring here. Decide where you'd like the hands, just don't have them on the knee. Maybe point and flex that top foot or lead foot. Keep that left hand clasping the right leg. Maybe take it across with the hips grounded, again into the IT band, but with pause. Return to neutral, bend that right knee, open the knee out to the side, tree pose, but supine, hands to heart center. Gentle stretch for the inseam of the leg. Some people might not feel a lot here. Some people will feel an intense stretch. Depends on your body. One more knee hug. Both knees in. The right leg will go long. Use that right hand to help the thigh come across the body. Neutral or bend back, or that bottom leg rather. That left hand can clasp the foot or ankle, or a cattail. Another wide inhale. And exhale to release that bottom foot if you had it. Roll onto spine, that left foot can plant. Take the back of that left thigh, lengthen the leg toward the sky. The other foot could also plant. If you find there's any tension in low back, might release it a bit. Draw toes toward nose, and or maybe some point and flex at the ankle. Bring that thigh in line with the hip, and then draw the leg over toward the right. Hips stay on the earth. Then rebend that left knee. The sole of the foot will come to the inseam of the long leg. So you find our tree pose on the ground. And flex through that right foot as if you're standing on the earth. And use that left hand to help you draw that left knee in toward chest. Final squeeze for descending colon. And lengthen those arms and legs. Long stretch here, right to left. Just a short Banasana here. The arms and legs go left in an arc or banana shape. Sweep them over toward the right. Return to center for your Savasana. Take a variation that feels comfortable for your body, knees bent, on your belly, whatever works. Focus on the right nostril as you inhale, the left as you exhale. Inhale left, exhale right. Inhale right, exhale left. Feel free to continue with that visualization. Next time you inhale both nostrils together. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. And let the breath just be for a few rounds. Feel your back body heavy, heavy, heavy. And your breath light, refreshing. Feel energized by the breath. Get anchored here in this present moment. The heaviness of the body. And then begin to add small movements to fingers and toes. Maybe roll wrists and ankles, or make semicircles. Reach those arms overhead if you'd like. Toes can point or flex, maybe even point. So it's just when the toes are flexed. Different experience with feet. Splay the toes. And then draw those knees in again. Perhaps part the legs so that those thighs, or the outsides of the ribs, clasp where you would like, maybe the outsides of the feet, maybe the shins, or peace fingers around big toes, maybe a little rock. And then soles of feet together, hands together. We'll give them a rub. Heel into soles of feet and palms. Create some healing energy here. Remember the heart space as you do this a little bit. And then take those hands over your eyes and over your heart. Perhaps you replant the feet, hands into prayer. Feel the energy, the grounded feet, and the united hands. And when you're ready, roll onto your favorite side. And press yourself up to seated. Look over one shoulder and the other. Soften the jaw. Return the head to center, drop the chin. Look up as the arms sweep up. Hands to forehead. May our thoughts come from our hearts. Hands to mouth and throat. May our words be kind, yet empowered. And land the hands at the heart. May all things we do and say come from this space. Thank you for practicing with me today. Sat Nam. If you enjoyed this class, please leave a comment down below or subscribe to see more. Post every Fridays, and for Pilates, usually every other Wednesday. Take care.